bald man is an MP, Bullock went on. He thinks there should be a battalion of football players. I looked at the protesters as we passed. I understood why they wanted men to fight, young men like me. But this was my debut as a professional footballer. Why should a war come between me and my big chance? A war that would be over in weeks. Then, a woman stepped out of the crowd and reached out to give me something. Her hand was so cold that it shocked me. I took what she had given me, but I kept walking. "Who was that woman?" I asked Bullock as we walked down the tunnel. "Roebuck's wife," he said. Larritt Roebuck was a Huddersfield Town player who had been killed by the Germans 2 months before. I had put some money into a fund for his family when he died. And now, Roebuck's wife had given me a piece of paper torn from a magazine. Bullock and I looked at it together. It was a cartoon. A character called Mr. Punch was talking to a footballer at the side of the pitch. "No doubt you can make money on the football field," it said, "but there's only one field where you can get honour." "What does it mean?" I asked Bullock. Bullock paused. Then he asked, "You making money playing football today?" "Yes, of course," I said. "It's my job. I get paid." "The cartoon is asking if you get honour from it too," Bullock explained, "as well as money." "Honour?" I asked. "Like I would get if I was fighting?" "That's it," Bullock said. His face was serious. "That question is for you and me. How can we play on a football field when men like Roebuck are dying in France on the field of war? We need to go too. That's the honourable thing to do." I nodded. I understood now. I also understood that Sid Wheelhouse was not the biggest threat to my football career. The biggest threat was the war. "But forget that for now, Jack," Bullock said. "You need your mind on today's game, right?" Chapter 2. The second half had just started when the protesters spilled onto the pitch. They were louder now, and their voices echoed around the ground. Others had come down from the terraces to join in, inspired by the speeches at half-time. It was hard to focus on the game, for me and for everyone. The referee stopped the game, and the protesters began to sing. First a few voices, then more. "Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war." I stood and listened, close to the centre circle, stretching my legs to keep my muscles warm. "It's not going to go away," a voice behind me said. I looked round to see Sid Wheelhouse, the defender who had given me nothing all game. He was standing with Summers, the young Grimsby keeper. I nodded. Wheelhouse was right. These people were not going anywhere, and nor was the war. My dream had only just come true, and now it was crumbling. "Is that Larritt Roebuck's widow?" Wheelhouse asked. "It is," I said. Wheelhouse shook his head. "I heard Roebuck was ex-army," he said. "They called him up on the day they declared war." I nodded again, and then we stood in silence and looked at the protesters. They were singing louder now. "Did you hear that bald MP going on about the Footballers Battalion at half-time?" Wheelhouse asked me, after a few minutes had passed. "What battalion?" Summers asked. He was a thin lad with curly hair and a high-pitched voice. He looked more like a boy than a man, especially next to Wheelhouse. "The Footballers Battalion," Wheelhouse told him. "It was set up last month. There's an artists battalion, a musicians battalion, and now there's one for us." Summers looked panicked as he turned to me. "Do you think you'll do it?" he asked. "What?" I said. "Sign up?" "Yes." I shook my head. "So, you don't care about the things people are saying about footballers, then?" Wheelhouse said. "What are they saying?" I asked. "They say we're not fit to fight. They say we're just interested in making money from football. Rugby players are fighting, cricketers are fighting, but not footballers. They say we're too scared of being shot at and bombed." "Lots of footballers have gone to fight," I said, annoyed. "Roebuck went." "He did," Wheelhouse said. "But he was called up. I'm talking about volunteers. People will keep saying those things until footballers start to..."